Chimpanzee versus monkey, the brutal fight for survival. Deep in the shadowy jungles of Central Africa, where the vines hang thick and the humidity clings like a second skin, a silent war has been raging for thousands of years. It's a battle fought high in the canopies and on the blood-soaked ground below. A brutal fight for survival between two unlikely opponents, chimpanzees and monkeys. Most people think of chimps as the cheeky, smiling cousins of humans, maybe wearing overalls in a 1950s TV show. But the real chimpanzee is a creature of intense intelligence, raw strength, and when necessary, terrifying violence. And monkeys? Well, to chimps, monkeys are two things. 1. Playmates. 2. Lunch. Setting the stage. Chimps 101. Chimpanzees, pan-troglodytes, are our closest living relatives, sharing about 98.7% of their DNA with humans. That's closer than a lot of distant cousins you only see at Thanksgiving. They live in hierarchical societies known as troops, led by dominant males called alphas. Funny fact, chimps have political skills that would put actual politicians to shame. They form alliances, shake hands, really, and even kiss and hug to make peace after a fight. Imagine Congress, but hairier and more honest. But when it comes to food, especially meat, all that diplomacy goes out the window. The prey. Monkeys in the mist. The forests of Africa are home to dozens of monkey species. For this battle, the main players are the red colobus monkeys, one of the chimp's favorite snacks. Red colobus monkeys are medium-sized, fast, and agile, spending most of their time in the treetops, swinging gracefully from branch to branch. Funny fact, red colobus monkeys have a weak immune system and often suffer from flatulence. Yes, loud and proud jungle farts, which occasionally gives away their position to lurking chimps. The hunt begins. Jungle tactics. Chimpanzees aren't casual hunters. When they're hungry, they become strategic killers, moving with the precision of a SEAL team on a mission. Here's how a typical hunt unfolds. 1. Silent stalk. A group of chimps spots a troop of monkeys overhead. 1. The chimps freeze, communicate with barely visible hand signals, and start moving into position. 2. Surround and conquer. Chimps split up, some staying low to cut off escape routes, while others climb silently into the trees. 3. The ambush. At a signal, often a soft whoo sound, the chimps explode into action, chasing, grabbing, and wrestling the monkeys to the ground. And no, it's not a one-on-one affair. It's a gang beatdown. Monkeys try to scream, dodge, and leap away, but chimpanzees are faster and smarter than they look. Funny fact, despite their bulk, chimps can climb faster than Olympic athletes can sprint. Gravity? Never heard of her. Why so violent? You might be wondering, why would a bunch of peaceful, banana-eating creatures turn into jungle mobsters? 2 big reasons. 1. Protein. Jungle fruits are great, but chimps, especially young ones, need meat to grow strong. 1. A juicy monkey leg is packed with nutrients. 2. Social status. Successful hunters gain prestige. 2. Sharing meat makes you popular. 2. If you bring home monkey bacon, you're the jungle's prom king. In some chimp communities, meat is even used as currency, traded for favors, grooming, and romantic opportunities. Yes, chimps invented Tinder, but it runs on monkey meat. The monkey counterattack. Monkeys aren't just helpless victims, though. Red colobus monkeys live in tight-knit groups and will gang up to defend each other. Adult males act like bouncers, charging, slapping branches, and screaming at attackers. Funny fact, some monkeys have evolved to growl like leopards, the chimp's natural predator, to scare them off. Nature's version of dressing up like your bully's worst nightmare. Sometimes the monkeys succeed, especially if the chimps are inexperienced or the forest is dense. But often, the chimp's intelligence and teamwork win out. When chimps get too brutal, not all chimp-monkey encounters end in quick kills. Sometimes, especially among young males showing off, the violence escalates horrifically. Chimps have been observed maiming monkeys without immediately killing them. Scientists believe this is a display of dominance and a way to practice their hunting skills. It's a chilling reminder that chimps are not just adorable cousins of humans, they're also mirrors of our own darker impulses. Funny fact to lighten the mood. Despite being meat lovers, some chimps are absolutely terrified of caterpillars. A fuzzy little worm can send a 150-pound chimp shrieking into the bushes. Evolution's role in the battle. The struggle between chimpanzees and monkeys isn't just about food. It's a driving force of evolution. 1. Monkeys that survive better, faster, smarter, more coordinated, pass on their genes. 2. Chimps that hunt better, sneakier, quicker, more strategic, also thrive. This arms race has helped shape both species into what they are today, some of the most agile, intelligent animals on Earth. It's natural selection playing out like a UFC match, but with more trees. Other wild contenders. Interestingly, chimpanzees don't just pick on monkeys. They'll sometimes hunt. 1. Small antelope. Imagine a chimp tackling a deer. It happens. 2. Bush babies. Tiny primates with huge eyes, basically living stuffed animals. 3. Birds and small pigs if they get the chance. Funny fact, chimps have been seen fishing for termites by sticking a stick into a mound and slurping the bugs off like spaghetti. Gordon Ramsay would be proud. What about humans? Watching chimps hunt and kill monkeys can make humans uncomfortable. After all, aren't they supposed to be the lovable, innocent symbols of nature? But the truth is, chimps remind us that nature isn't Disney. Survival in the wild is messy, violent, and incredibly real. Our human ancestors likely lived much the same way, hunting in groups, using tools, and sometimes being just as ruthless. When you see a chimp hunt, you're not just watching an animal. You're watching a glimpse into your own past. Funny fact, while they're brutal hunters, chimps are also incredible dancers. During heavy rainstorms, some chimps will throw spontaneous dance parties, swinging, jumping, and hooting with joy. Even hardened jungle warriors love a good jam session. Conclusion: the eternal struggle. In the dense green heart of the African jungle, the battle between chimpanzees and monkeys rages on. An ancient drama of predator and prey, intelligence and agility, strength and speed. Each hunt is a brutal reminder that survival favors the clever, the fast, and the ruthless. And yet, in the midst of this ferocity, there's humor, strategy, community, and even a touch of tenderness. Chimpanzees and monkeys live intertwined lives. Enemies, yes, but also co-evolutionary partners in the grand, savage ballet of the wild. Next time you watch a playful monkey swinging through a tree, remember, behind that cute exterior might lie the legacy of 1,000 brutal battles fought high above the jungle floor. And if you ever hear a loud fart echoing through the forest, well, somewhere nearby, a chimp